So what we're going to do now is a little review of our learner profile. I don't know if you know, but there are 22 long words that we try to teach your children by the end of their time here at AGC. And these are words that don't have to do just with their education and what they're learning. These are words that we want to be a part of who they are as good global citizens for the world. So we have 10 learner profile traits, and then we have 12 IB attitudes. So our learner profile traits are supposed to really be those words that embody who we are as AGC community, and our attitudes are the words that we really compliment kids on when we see them, and if they are living out those learner profile words, then they are probably exhibiting a lot of these attitudes. So do you want to translate before I go?
Para ustedes mucho repaso porque ya llevan con estos maestros y esta escuela mucho tiempo. Entonces hay 22 palabras grandes que nos ayudan a pensar en el tipo de aprendiz que queremos, de cómo es y cómo actúa. Entonces Miss McNamara tiene una actividad de repaso. Cuando lo diga en inglés, yo diré la palabra en español.
Sí. Okay, so before we start, and no cheating for the people that I gave cards for my game, is anyone aware of an IB learner profile word or attitude that they can prove that your child has used at home? Yes?
Principal.
Woohoo! That's my favorite one. You have to make the right choice even when no one's watching. Anybody else have one? Sandra?
Risk taker?
Risk taker! My second favorite. Also very good. We don't want them to do dangerous things, but we do want them to try new things.
She took mine.
Risk taker. Leticia? See? Open-minded! And she did the motions! Very nice. Must be a dual language kid. Anybody else have one? Okay, we're going to review all of them. Karen, don't hold back on me.
Is caring?
Caring is so one of them. Yeah. Okay, so, what is it?
Inquire.
Inquire. Yeah, you have an Inquire at your house. Okay, so we're going to say all 22 of them, and all the people who I gave one of these, you are part of our review, so you need to read very loudly when we get to you. Here's how the game works. I'm going to start. I have a card here that says, I have, and on that side, it has one of our attitudes. And then on the second side of my card, it says, who has? And I'm going to give a word that somebody else in this room has under the I have part. So I'm going to read what I have, and then I'm going to ask who has. And if you have my word under your I have, you're going to raise your hand and you're going to read your card really loud. And then somebody else is going to get passed all around the room until we hear all of our words and attitudes and commit them to memory for your quiz later on. Okay. There's no test, but I will be using them frequently in conversation. All right, so my first card says, I have empathy, which means I know how you feel. Who has enthusiasm? So look for the word enthusiasm under I have. Kelly.
I have enthusiasm.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Who has independence?
Independence.
Independence. I have independence. I can do it all by myself. Who has integrity?
Oh, that's me. I have integrity. I make good choices. Who has respect?
I have respect. Respect. I treat others fairly. Who has tolerance?
I have tolerance. I accept others' differences. Who has appreciation?
I have appreciation. I am thankful. Who has commitment?
I have commitment. I will keep trying. Who has confidence?
I have confidence. I can do it. Who has curiosity?
I have curiosity. I am not afraid to wonder. Who has cooperation?
I have cooperation. I work well with others. Who has inquire?
I have inquire. I wonder about the world. Who has caring?
I have caring. I am kind. Who has risk taker?
I have risk taker. I try new things. Who has knowledgeable?
I have knowledgeable. I know a lot and I share it. Who has reflective?
Reflective. I find ways to be better. Who has communicator?
I have communicator. I share ideas and listen. Who has thinker?
Thinker?
Thinker. I am a problem solver. Who has balance?
I have balanced. I care for myself and others. Who has principle?
I have principle. I do the right thing even if no one is watching. Who has open-minded?
I have open-minded. I respect others. Who has creativity?
I have creativity. I have unique ideas. Who has empathy?
I have empathy. We're back to the beginning. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys showed cooperation and commitment, and you were excellent communicators. I thank all of you, and I hope those words are in your households, and please, please use them as much as you can. You will find one handout in your binder that gives ideas for activities about the learner profile, and then we also have a handout that we'll pass out that tells you all of them in English and Spanish.
Entonces en su carpeta tienen una hoja donde ponen todas estas palabras en español y en inglés, y esperemos que las usen en la casa en diferentes ocasiones con sus hijos. Okay, entonces I'll continue. So we've talked about inquiry teaching, but many times families ask, what is that? So in our school, we don't have a textbook that we follow page by page. The way we learn are in units of inquiry that are 6 weeks long. And I think most of you have lived through these units of inquiry, so we're going to go a little fast. Every unit addresses a big idea, and then there's different lines of inquiry that we follow to learn more about the world. Entonces, cuando hablamos de aprender por investigación, muchas veces las familias dicen, pero exactamente ¿qué es eso? Eso quiere decir que no aprendemos de un libro de texto de página a página, sino que lo que enseñamos está organizado en unidades de 6 semanas, en las que investigamos, que tiene una idea principal, que toda la clase investiga. Luego hay líneas de donde hacemos más preguntas y aprendemos. Luego tenemos imágenes, se verá más rápido. Entonces, todas las unidades, desde kinder hasta los grandes, están organizadas de la misma manera. All units are organized the same way. And I'm going to go through the next slides because they have pictures and that'll be a little bit easier. So first, the teacher introduces a topic and gets the class excited about learning. So primero los maestros presentan un tema y quiere que los niños tengan curiosidad por aprender. After that, the kids explore. They explore material, they have experiences, and then they ask questions. And we write down every question they have. Here are some lists like we did in kinder, because these are some of the questions that are going to guide the next weeks. Obviously, we teachers have an agenda, we have standards, and we know what we want them to learn. But we're going to use these questions to design experiences and activities that are going to help them learn.
We will be switching sessions.